How you guys doing today? Hope you guys are having a great Monday. I'm going to start getting into this severe weather forecast here. And a lot going on, that's for sure. A lot going on. So we have a better timeline right now for when the severe storms are going to really start cranking off here. Just a quick view. They enhanced all the way down through Dallas and Fort Worth area into this enhanced risk. Same areas through Oklahoma, now including Chickasha. And when we look at the tornado risk, that includes just outside of OKC, but mainly the Tulsa area, including Bentonville, Bella Vista, Centerton, Joplin, even Rolla, Missouri, and parts of Kansas. So this is the highest risk of a tornado for today. So gonna get into the, let's see, let me make sure. Let me do a split screen. I just had to boot up my green screen, so let me make sure the green screen is ready to rock and the camera's not on, so give me 1 second to turn that camera on. And should be good to go now. Yes, we are. Alright, let's get up. Let's do this green screen, get you guys ready for the forecast. We'll bring that back out. So, gonna look. Hey, Brandon, thank you for liking the stream. So, we're gonna get right into this right now. We're gonna show you the timeline, which everything is forecasting to go. So, here we go. So this is my time right now. So we're looking at 10 a.m., which is in 30 minutes. So you can see the majority of Oklahoma is nice and clear. Thanks, Tim. Appreciate the support. So as we jump to 11, which is 1 o'clock out there in Oklahoma, it's pretty clear. But right about 2 o'clock, we're already seeing these massive thunderstorms near Ponca City, up in through Arkansas City and Caldwell, and just outside of Wichita in Kansas. These right here are going to be supercells. Look at the cloud tops, very tall cloud tops. So these are going to be the ones that we're watching, especially back here by Alva, that will have that possibility of producing tornadoes and big hail. So as we jump to the 3 o'clock hour, same thing. It's especially if we look, you can see this thunderstorm starting to move in to the panhandle of Texas, but right near Enid and still near Ponca City. Big, huge thunderstorms. These are going to be supercells that are forming, and they are still right in the central part of Kansas as well, coming all the way up. These are all going to be hail producers. These are all going to be supercells that are forming right near the Oklahoma and Kansas border. So these are all going to be moving northeast and moving right in through Kansas City, right in through the central part of Missouri. So that is the 3 o'clock hour. By 4 o'clock, still seeing heavy rain and showers here, especially across the Kansas City, down through Butler and Columbia. Big supercells still right in the near Howard, Wichita, Andover, Emporia. If we zoom in, you see Garnett getting hit with the big supercell near Coyville, near Howard. So these are going to be very big supercells, and we're going to start seeing a lot of heavy convection. Down to the south, same thing. Near Vernon, Texas, Archer City, big, huge supercells here, guys, that are going to cross right in through Oklahoma and come in through the Ardmore area. Same with Lawton. You see Lawton right here? These supercells are going to move right in, getting close to that 4 o'clock hour. So as we skip to 5 o'clock, look at that. Look at where those thunderstorms are. Lawton, Chickasha, Weatherford, coming right into the OKC metro area. We're already seeing that squall line starting to develop, coming straight down with some more showers right behind it. But even down near Decatur in Jacksboro, Texas, seeing these severe thunderstorms that are really going to start cranking off right about the 4 o'clock. This is 5 o'clock. So 5 o'clock, right as you're getting off of work. Thanks, Jay, for becoming a follower. Same here at the 6 o'clock hour. Still OKC Metro, all at OKC Metro, coming right down through Moore, coming Norman, all the way down through Lindsay, Pauls Valley. Look at the massive supercell near Springer and to the north of Ardmore. Big, huge supercells right here, right on the border. Thanks, Justin. Appreciate the follow. Even Bowie, Texas. Look at the big, huge supercells here. And, I mean, they're just popping off everywhere. Especially near OKC, near Kansas City. Big supercells coming straight down, starting to affect everywhere. Just to the north of St. Louis at the 6 o'clock hour as well. So lots of heavy rain, lots of tornadoes, lots of hail affecting Springfield, Missouri, all the way back through Brookfield, just to the east of St. Joseph, down through Kansas City, and just to the south of Wichita. But Tulsa starting to really get these in in the next hour. So by the 7 o'clock hour, you can see this line now coming in through Tulsa. Thanks, Wayne, for liking the stream. All the way down from Bartlesville, Ponca City, all the way stretching down through Stillwater, Tulsa, Slick, Okemaw, even McAllister getting a big, huge supercell right about 7 o'clock tonight. So starting to see some pop-up showers here. Emily, thank you for liking the stream. It's near Junction and up through San Saba, Texas as well. You can see the majority of it right here near Kansas City, Missouri, and coming in through St. Charles, starting to stretch across some supercell development here across Springfield, Illinois, through Charleston, almost just staying to the north of Effingham. Thanks, Dottie, for liking the stream. Sedalia, Missouri, Clinton, Missouri, Osceola, Humansville, coming in through Columbia, Perry, Louisiana. A lot of big supercells and thunderstorms forming here. Even staying just to the east of Wichita, Kansas. Big, huge thunderstorms that are going to be forming and really affecting the area. Does Fulton, Missouri look, well, I'm going through it, so if you can, this is at 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock, still seeing that line forming and staying very strong together through southeast Kansas, even through Tulsa and pretty much down to Durant. So that line stays pretty strong, especially to the north of Springfield, Missouri. And that comes all the way through, staying just to the north of St. Louis at this point. It's expected that St. Louis will get rocked through the overnight hours. By 9 o'clock, same thing. But now look at these big, huge supercells near Joplin, Missouri, and across through Mount Vernon. Same thing coming down. Big, huge supercells forming near Centerton, Rogers, Bella Vista, Gentry. Big supercell here coming in through the eastern part of Oklahoma as well, coming all the way straight down to the Texas border. As we look, still seeing the strong supercells inundating across Springfield, Illinois, and coming all the way back into Indianapolis. These cells also in Indianapolis are going to be strong, big hail producers with the chances of tornadoes, especially coming in through Ohio. So everything looking like it's going to stay just to the north of Cincinnati, but big, huge thunderstorms expected here. This is about 10 o'clock out there, so right when you're getting ready to go to bed, you're going to be hearing a lot of storms coming through. So make sure you keep it here at the National Storm Center. I will be live pretty much all day long. So as these storms are really starting to threat and be a threat, I will be live. By 10 o'clock, Oklahoma's drying out. Couple little pop-up thunderstorms popping in, staying near McAllister. But now everything is now shifted into Arkansas. So places like Fort Jones are going to see this big, huge supercell right about at that 10 o'clock hour. So Oklahoma will start drying out. Line starting to really pick up some pace here, forming a squall line through, come on, don't crap out on me now. Come on, there we go. Still seeing some pop-up thunderstorms near McAllister in the southeast corner of Oklahoma, especially down here near Hugo, Texas. Ramping up here through Rolla right about at the midnight hour. Thunderstorms are really going to be ravaging St. Louis all the way down to Rolla, Missouri, and coming straight down through Mountain View, West Plains, Gainesville. And this line is really going to start moving east from here. So right close to midnight, Mountain View, down through Mountain Home, Leslie, Arkansas, Fort Smith, Arkansas. All these showers are really going to start inundating pretty much the whole state of Missouri through the overnight hours. This is about 1 o'clock in the morning. Especially near St. Louis, going to be very, very heavy rain and some big hail, especially coming up on Cape Guardo. So by 2 a.m., Cape Guardo's getting hit. Showers are still starting to dissipate across Oklahoma. Everything's going to be now here through Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, and even right in this area through Cincinnati, and approaching the west end of Kentucky. By 2 a.m., still seeing that heavy showers, now cleared out of St. Louis, but still seeing some thunderstorms near the Missouri-Arkansas border, as they will keep coming through, especially near Cape Guardo, up through Olney, Illinois, the southern part of Illinois, still getting rocked at about 2 to 3 in the morning, because that's when we switch over to 3 hour. Illinois is 3 hours ahead. Still seeing these pop-up thunderstorms during the overnight hours, so this is going to be an all-night event. Starting to clear out here in Illinois by 4 a.m. Everything now near Bloomington and Indianapolis, Indiana. Heavy showers still coming in through Cincinnati, Ohio, Dayton, Ohio, Columbus, Ohio. This will be at the 4 a.m. mark. So it's going to be some heavy rain. So it's going to be, like I said, a nighttime threat. Might see a few pop-up thunderstorms near Oklahoma, but mainly that it's going to be bad in Durant. If I back up, here's Durant. This is at 6 o'clock, so you can see this thunderstorm moves right through Durant. So if I back it up one, you can see it. So it's gonna be kind of hairy around Durant. But where are we looking at for the most severe weather? Well, that's a good question. The biggest tornado threat today is going to be right near, I mean, we're in a 5% risk here, but 30% risk. Hey Dennis, thanks for sharing the stream. 5% risk for most of Oklahoma, 30% up through Tulsa, southeast Kansas, up through Missouri. That includes St. Louis. That does include the St. Louis area. You're in an elevated tornado risk, which will be the energy and how much cape and everything that's in the air. It's really going to only get stronger, especially through the overnight hours. If you guys have any questions, let me know. Feel free to type them right into the chat. But looking at tomorrow, severe weather, you can see it's pretty much right where we leave off. So tomorrow we'll start up near Louisville, enhanced risk down through Bowling Green, Savannah, Tennessee. Near Nashville's included in an enhanced risk. Lebanon, Gallatin, Brooks or Clarksville, Cooksville, McKinnville, Columbia. I mean, there's just so many cities, big cities, that are going to be in this enhanced risk, including Huntsville, Alabama, Florence. So tomorrow is going right where everything leaves off through the overnight hours. We'll start seeing that threat keep pushing through for your severe weather tomorrow as well. Right now, the biggest tornado threat for tomorrow looks like to be in eastern Tennessee, or central Tennessee, near Gallatin and Lebanon, Nashville, all the way up through the eastern part of Kentucky, staying to the east, Bowling Green, coming up through Columbia, Somerset, and staying out of Elizabethtown, coming up onto Lexington. But today I'm more focusing on today's severe weather as soon as this updates. If you have any questions, let me know. Let's see, Tulsa Metro could see tornadoes this evening. Yes, severe storms will be in this area between 7 and 9. Pretty much already covered that. Fulton, Missouri, looks like it's going to get hit with a lot of storms, as well as pretty much all of Missouri. It doesn't matter where you are in Missouri, you're going to see severe storms at some point of the day. If not, it'll be through the overnight hours. Come on. Oh, they just updated it. High risk. They just updated the SPC, guys. Now look at this red area for Bartlesville, Tulsa, Okmulgee, McAllister, Ada, Ardmore, Wichita Falls, Lawton, OKC, Moore, Norton, or Norman, Chickasha, now under a high risk for today. Actually, this is a moderate. This is a moderate risk of severe weather, just updated right in front. So this is this right here is a moderate risk. Just updated, just within the last 2 minutes. It just popped up on the screen. So SPC has now upgraded you guys from an enhanced risk to moderate risk of severe weather. So that includes all of the OKC metro. Should stay south of Ponca City, which it does. Here's Ponca City staying in the enhanced, but Pawnee, Stillwater, Guthrie, Oklahoma City, Kingfisher, Chickasha, Lawton, Temple, Ardmore, all the way up through Moore. Same with Norman. Today's not going to be any different, guys. It's on what they look like when they're forming. It's going to be a bad deal. So if we go back to the model, you can see these big, huge supercells that are forming near OKC, near Norman, near Moore, near Chickasha. So that is why they just upgraded, especially Kingfisher. Big, huge supercells that are expected to form. So more than likely within the next 2 hours, we're probably going to see that tornado watch be issued for this area. So right now it looks like the main time that everything starts popping off is getting pretty close. Let's see, let's jump it. We're starting to see those thunderstorms really develop right around 2 o'clock, especially near Ponca City and Kansas City, Missouri, staying around Howard and just to the south of Wichita, Kansas. Starting to see those thunderstorms that are going to be popping up in the next 2 hours. So let's look and see what the dew points are right now. Very high dew points, 60s here near OKC Metro, 66. So a lot of moisture in this area, coming straight up out of Texas and the Gulf of Mexico. Almost 70-degree dew points here across central Texas, which is just going to fuel those storms to really start moving in and get severe. So, like I said, right about the 3 o'clock hour, starting to see some pop up near Enid as well. These storms will start cranking up at about 2 o'clock. So, like I said, within the next couple hours, we will start to see these thunderstorms really start to develop. And then from there on, it will just go downhill. So just in case you're just following, a moderate risk has just been issued by the Storm Prediction Center. That includes Bartlesville, Tulsa, Okmulgee, McAllister, Ardmore, Moore, OKC, all of OKC Metro, Lawton, Pauls Valley, Chickasha. Same for Midwest City, all of OKC Metro. Doesn't matter if you're El Reno even getting in. Should stay just to the east of Hinton and Hydro, Bridgeport. Weatherford will stay in that enhanced risk of severe weather, but all of OKC Metro, Kingfisher, Guthrie, Stillwater, in that moderate risk of severe weather for today. Just updated, so make sure you guys are prepared for this cell. And these storms are going to be very powerful, very strong, that we're probably going to be on a lot of tornado warnings with a lot of tornadoes on the ground. So I'm going to be trying to get out as much information as possible to get you guys. Yeah, Jason, I covered that. So appreciate the help. Like I said, I was wondering why my Doppler wasn't updating and it was pulling the new graphic. So that's what I was trying to do, was get my new graphic up. So, any questions, let me know. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. If you live in Oklahoma, you live in Texas or Arkansas, southeast corner of Kansas, Missouri, Illinois, Indiana, Ohio, even Kentucky, let me know. I'm here for you guys. So if you like what you see, like the information that you're going to get, feel free to help fund National Storm Center on Facebook. You can do that by sending stars. That is how I make a paycheck to stand up here. So if you guys want to help and contribute to National Storm Center, you can do so by sending stars. You can also support us on YouTube by sending super chats. Hey Ricky, thanks for liking the stream. Thanks for joining us. So it's going to be very busy here today, and I'll be here. Kara, thank you for liking the stream. Make sure you guys are liked and follow National Storm Center on Facebook. Anytime I go live, you'll get that notification. How far into Texas will this be? Hey Tim, thanks. I appreciate you for joining us. Thank you. How far into Texas? Well, I mean, you can see the severe risk. So if you're anywhere near Dallas, all the way down through San Antonio, you have a pretty good risk of severe weather today. So, I mean, there's a good chunk of Texas. So, I can't, it's kind of a broad question, but I mean, hey Edward, thanks for liking the stream, appreciate it. I mean, you can see Round Rock. I mean, I don't know where you are in Texas, but you can see a big part of Texas is under the gun for severe weather today. How bad will Sequoia County, Oklahoma, next to Fort Smith? Well, it looks really bad for you, honestly, Edward. It looks really bad for you. Very, very bad. Let's go back to the model. Let's pull up the reflectivity. So this is it's almost 10 o'clock my time. So this, you can see right here, PDT, Pacific Daylight Time. So you're not going to look at this part, you got to add 2 hours. So this is 1 o'clock, right? Oklahoma's 2 hours different. So this is 1 p.m. Hey Jim, thanks for liking the stream, appreciate it. So this is 12 o'clock. So if we go, there's 1, 2, 3, there's 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock, there we go. You can start seeing the big, huge thunderstorms forming here, even start trying to stretch down into Texas as well. This is 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock. By 8 o'clock, you can see these big, huge thunderstorms and supercells pretty much stretching. Here's Fort Smith. You can see this big, huge thunderstorms, heavy, heavy rain. Big, huge supercell right here, right over Stigler, coming up on the Spiro, especially in through the 9 o'clock hour. That big, huge supercell just goes right through Fort Smith. Heavy rain, strong winds, and tornado threat as well, all across with these cells at that 9 o'clock hour in Oklahoma. So with still some cells behind it that are going to also move in through the area right after these cells do. So it's looking pretty bad in your area. Okay, so probably have to bunker down tonight. Yes, Edward, you're definitely going to want to bunker down. Definitely. Uh, Ada, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate it. Appreciate that support. So yeah, it's looking pretty bad for you, Edward. You definitely want to bunker down and you might want to get a safe place because a lot of these supercells are going to be producing big tornadoes. So yeah, stay safe as much as you can out there, buddy. But of course, I will be live, so you can keep it here on National Storm Center. I will be letting you know when the cells are tornado warned. I'll be using all my Dopplers, every tool that I have to keep you guys safe, to let you know if there's looking like a tornado on the ground, if it's just rotation, if it's just hail. I'll do what I can to help you guys out. I never talk loud enough. Here, let me bump up my mic. I just need someone to tell me, hey, it's pretty low, and I can bump up my mic. So my microphone is right here, my camera's over here. So I just need to bump it up. It should be pretty louder now. You just need to let me know. Someone needs to say, hey, your voice is kind of low. I'm not listening to my stream. So I'm up here giving you guys information, so I'm not hearing myself talk. So I bumped up the mic, should be pretty good now. So like I said, I'm not monitoring the stream, so I can only read your guys' questions. So when I see your questions come in, hey Judy, thanks for liking the stream, appreciate the support. So like I said, you guys kind of help me to say, hey, you're kind of quiet, and I'll bump up the mic a little bit so it picks everything up. Hey, you're more than welcome, Edward. Happy to help you guys out. So let me go back up. Sherman, Texas in the red part. And let me look. Let me drop out of the forecast. Let's go back to, let's see, Wichita Falls. And if I screw, Sherman is in the enhanced risk right here, which is still pretty strong. Sherman, you're going to see some strong storms today as that line develops and moves northeast. So you're in enhanced risk. So you definitely want to be taking cover, watching National Storm Center, getting that information if you're in Sherman. So, I mean, especially if I drop out of this and I go back to the model program, pull that up, you can see this big, huge thunderstorm right over Sherman at about 10 o'clock tonight. That is a big thunderstorm. That is a big supercell right over Sherman at 10 o'clock. So, looks like these thunderstorms that develop clear Sherman, but like I said, go back to this one that forms. You can see this one's right over Sherman at 9 o'clock. By 10 o'clock it's already well east of you, and then your threat is over. Not really seeing anything else pop up. So let's look and see what other questions. Sherwood, Arkansas. Branson. Yeah, you got a lot of places are going to see these big, huge storms. Let's go back. Let's see. So you can see a lot of these thunderstorms that are all around Missouri, starting about 7 o'clock tonight, especially as we keep moving through. I mean, all the way from Joplin, Springfield. I mean, all of Missouri is going to get hit. It's just a matter of time when. I mean, especially as we keep rolling through Poplar Bluff. So it pretty much ends right around 2 a.m. But you can see all the thunderstorms that go right through Missouri today. So a lot of places are going to get hit. Coming down for Arkansas, same thing. So you can see right around Bella Vista, Fayetteville, and down through Fort Smith. This is about 10 o'clock tonight. Same through Russellville, Mena. That comes in through, that stays out of Little Rock. So it looks like if you go from Russellville north and to the south, staying out of Little Rock. So I don't know where Sherwood is, but if you're anywhere near Fort Smith up through Mountain Home and Russellville, definitely want to be taking cover, keeping an eye here, especially with some of these supercells that are forming through southeast Oklahoma. They will continue to move up as well. So what time will Tulsa be getting hit? Well, Tulsa mainly getting hit right about 8 o'clock tonight. You can see that big line of thunderstorms stretching from Kansas City all the way down to Texas. That goes right through Tulsa. That goes right through Okmulgee, McAllister, Ada, even Antlers, just staying to the east of Ardmore, but everywhere around Oklahoma, Tulsa, Oklahoma, getting hit. So, and that will continue on into the next hour at 8 o'clock as well. So this is, 9 o'clock. So this is 9 o'clock out there. Still seeing those big, huge thunderstorms staying near Pryor, Wagner, near Choctaw, and Crowder, Stigler, and Ada as well, staying right around Oklahoma. So a lot of storms that are expected here across today through the Oklahoma Metro. So like I said, if you guys want to support National Storm Center on Facebook, you can do so by sending stars. Not mandatory, but it's always appreciated. That's how I make my money to stand up here in the front of the screen. So hope you guys are staying safe, and I'm here for weather updates. If you have any questions, it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or Facebook, I can see your questions. Appreciate everyone that's liking the stream, following, sharing. I can see all that activity. So I definitely appreciate everyone. Like I said, I will be live here all day. I have nothing better else to do. So I was actually going to be out here. Hey, Melissa, thanks for liking the stream. Appreciate your support. I was going to drive out here, but it looked like it was... I don't like chasing in the dark because you can't see a tornado in the dark. So I'm going to wait till the next go around, which will be during the eclipse. So I should be out in Texas storm chasing. So sorry, I know I was really looking forward to being out there. Hey Kayla, thanks for liking the stream, appreciate it. Any questions, feel free to ask on Facebook or YouTube, doesn't matter. You can support the channel on YouTube as well by sending super chats. What time will this be near Springfield? Well, we're already in the Springfield area, so looks like Springfield's biggest chance of severe weather will be right here at Kurt. Thank you for liking the stream, appreciate the support. Springfield looks like it's going to be right about 10 o'clock. Same for Joplin, Missouri. Joplin actually moves a little bit quicker because here's that big supercell right over Joplin and Carl Junction at about 9 o'clock. So everything will move in through Springfield. Springfield's starting to see some rain. Hey Dina, thanks for liking the stream, appreciate your support. Looks like here's Springfield starting to see that rain at the 9 o'clock hour. It starts getting severe around 10 o'clock. Stays around here by 11 o'clock. And by midnight, looks like you're clear. So not seeing anything after that. So mainly sticking right around midnight. Sorry, looks like nine to about midnight there in Springfield. Timing on St. Louis area. Just happened to be in the area. So you'll see some thunderstorms here. Probably going to start seeing some right around 4 o'clock in the St. Louis area. And then by 5, maybe some light showers. Same for around 6. The heaviest stuff really starts moving in right about, midnight for St. Louis, Wildwood, big huge supercells near St. Peter's. So looks like the heaviest stuff really comes in about midnight. Really, really strong around 1 o'clock in the morning. More isolated and embedded supercells in and around the St. Louis area at 1. Sticks around until about 2. Everything starts pushing on by 3 o'clock, and you're clear after that. So your severe weather looks like it will end right around 3 a.m. in St. Louis. Any other questions, feel free to ask. If not, then I will probably start killing the stream, and then we can I'll always come back once that severe weather and that those tornado watches are issued. But as long as you guys have questions and want to interact, I'll stay on the stream. But if you have any questions, like I said, all you got to do is ask your question on Facebook or YouTube. It doesn't matter. I can see your questions either way. But SPC did update OKC Metro and Tulsa and the whole area in central Oklahoma to a moderate risk. So no longer is it an enhanced risk. It is now a moderate risk of severe weather, a big 4 out of 5 for this whole area. The only thing worse than a moderate risk is a high risk. So, and I've been telling you guys for 4 days this was going to be upgraded to moderate. Nice to see that SPC caught back up and made it that way. But just by looking at the Doppler and pinpointing and seeing how big those supercells were going to get, with how tall those cloud tops were going to reach, you could tell this was going to be a moderate risk event. So, any questions, like I said, put them in through. I'm here for you guys, so if you have anything, let me know. Especially as we look into tomorrow, might see some updates for tomorrow's forecast as well. But right now, tomorrow's severe weather looking like it's going to stay to the east of St. Louis and start to come in for the majority of Tennessee. Pretty much all of Tennessee has that ability to see severe weather tomorrow, coming up even through Kentucky, even the southern part of Indiana and Columbus, Ohio. That does include Cincinnati underneath this enhanced risk as well. So it looks like storms will be moving to the Sullivan, Missouri area around 12 to 2 in the morning. Yeah, that's about what it's looking like right now. So if I back up, you can see, I mean, there's still thunderstorms. That's about midnight. So this is 11. That's about 9 o'clock. So, I mean, you can see them staying just to the west of Rolla at about 9 o'clock, but up near Troy and Louisiana, Wellsville, and then this whole line starts shifting to the east. So I'll back it out a little bit, include Springfield, Joplin. So you see Joplin and everything getting hit right about 9 o'clock tonight. So everything starts moving in, especially Farmington, Piedmont, down through West Plains, and in through Arkansas. But pretty much the whole Bowling Green, Montgomery City, Troy, Herman, St. Peter's, O'Fallon, St. Louis, all the way down through Festus and Farmington, Bunker even. So that's at about 1 o'clock in the morning. By 2 o'clock, everything looks to be really shifting through, staying in just to the east of Farmington at about 2 o'clock. And by 3 o'clock, it's all done and over with. I don't know where Monet, Missouri is. You have to give me more information than that. If you're outside of Kansas City, if you're near St. Louis or Springfield, or I mean, you gotta. I know a lot, but these small little towns, I don't know where everything is. So you kind of got to give me a little bit more information on that. But yeah, Thomas, looks like right in that window. You can say even 11 o'clock, 11 to 2, just to be on the safe side, but mainly looking around that time. So, appreciate everyone tuning in. Like I said, I'm here for you guys. If you have any questions about today's severe weather, feel free to put them in through the chat. And it doesn't matter if you're on YouTube or Facebook, I'm able to interact with both of you guys. Not seeing anything on the YouTube side, but hey, if you guys want to watch, feel free to watch if you're just listening. But if you are in the severe area for today and want to know when storms are going to hit your area, let me know. So again, SPC, you're more than welcome, Thomas. I hope you join us here on National Storm Center, as I will be pretty much live the whole day, giving out forecasts and everything. But as you guys can see, moderate risk has been issued here for the OKC Metro, including parts of Texas. This is now moderate risk. And I wonder if they updated the tornado. Looks like they're keeping the tornado risk the same. Hail. So bigger hail. Looks like this is now, they upgraded the hail threat. Kept the tornado threat the same, but the hail threat is going to be much bigger. Especially if you're in Tulsa, Morris, McAllister, Ardmore, Lawton, all of OKC Metro. Doesn't matter where you are in OKC Metro. That does include El Reno. Staying just to the staying to the east of Weatherford. Tulsa, Oklahoma, they're saying 6 out of 10 for tornadoes. Do I agree? Yes. I do agree. And I'll show you why. I will show you why, my friend. Don't worry. If I back it up, here's Tulsa right here, right? Look at these big, huge thunderstorms coming through. Look at this big, huge thunderstorm right in Tulsa even. This is a supercell. You're going to see some big, huge hail in Tulsa. Even if you're in Sapola or Sand Springs, it doesn't matter where you are. You're going to see this big, huge squall line. Hey, Tammy, thank you for sharing the stream. It doesn't matter if you're up by Coffeyville or all the way down to Texas. That all of northeast, central, east, southeast, Oklahoma, it doesn't matter where you are. You're going to see this big, huge line, and it's going to just run right through the whole area. So I would actually think that if I was you, William, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate the support. I would actually think Tulsa is probably closer to an 8 out of 10. A 7 to 8 out of 10 if you were to ask me on if by looking at this and saying what do I think the chances of a tornado hitting Tulsa is, I'd say 80%. Easily 80 to 90%. Mila, thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate the support. So that's just me. So do I think a tornado has a good chance of hitting Tulsa? Yes. Do I think Tulsa is going to see some really big hail? Yes. So do I think Tulsa might see some 80 mile per hour winds? Yes. So that's just what I see here. This is Doppler at 8 o'clock tonight. So yeah, Tulsa, I think you need to get your severe weather plan in place. If you don't have a shelter, find out where you can get a shelter. If you live in a double wide, get out of the double wide. If you live in a place where you don't really feel safe, find a place where you can be safe. Start calling the city of Tulsa. Say, hey, I live in a home that's not really safe for severe weather for 8 o'clock tonight. When these big storms are looking to roll through, where can I go? If you have a neighbor with a storm shelter, knock on her door, bring some cookies and say, hey, can I hang out with you guys tonight? Do whatever you got to do to stay safe, because these storms are not going to be messing around. Any other questions? Let me know. But yeah, does not look good for Tulsa. Does not look good for any of the area in eastern Oklahoma. It doesn't matter if you're in the northeast, the central, or the southeast. All of Oklahoma is going to see some severe weather today. And that even includes Bella Vista. I mean, that includes Fayetteville. That includes Joplin. These storms are rolling right through Joplin, especially right here. Look at this big, huge supercell that forms near Joplin near 9 o'clock tonight. Staying just outside of Joplin, pretty much hitting Carl Junction head on. Big, huge, nasty supercell, especially this big, huge supercell staying right near Afton. Another supercell down through Ketchum and Langley, Salina. Another big, huge supercell right around Fort Gibson in that area. Bragg's. Monster supercell near Stigler and McCurtain, Quinton. Like I said, it doesn't not matter. Even this one down past Clayton. I mean, look at these supercells near Stringtown and Wardville. Big, huge supercell here in Calvin and Jerdy, Allen. Same for Ada. I mean, it really doesn't matter where you are in Oklahoma. There's going to be big, huge supercells this evening all across the state. So any chance of the storms can die down before they hit? No. And I'll tell you why. I'll tell you exactly why right now. Don't worry. Good question, but no. And I'll tell you why. Let's see. Let's go to... Come on. Here's your dew points in Tulsa. 62 degrees. Look at them right here, near 70 degrees. And that's as the storms roll in. So we're saying the storms are going to be rolling in about 8 o'clock, right? Look at all this moisture. Almost 70 degrees. Dew points. Mid-70s. It's supposed to be 80 degrees in Oklahoma today. Look at all this fuel. And I'll show you why. See all this fuel? This is humidness. It's going to be so humid, it's going to be wet outside at 8 o'clock in Tulsa. It's going to be just super humid. let's look and see how much how much energy is in the air across this area. Let me pull up the Cape. Here you go. In around Tulsa, we're looking at Cape around 2,000 joules. That is just primed atmosphere. Look at it here. Almost 3,100 for Tulsa at 7 o'clock. 3,000 joules a Cape. That's going to just make these storms, as soon as they hit that atmosphere, just go boom. And they're going to blow up. There's so much energy in this air. I know you heard Cape. I know you've heard that from KFOR, from KOCO. It doesn't matter which news station. I know they all talk about Cape and how much energy is going to be there for these storms. And unfortunately, it's really high for the Tulsa area at about 7 o'clock. And that even, same thing for OKC. It doesn't matter. Let me back it up. I mean, I can show you all the energy that is just going to be there. Look at all the energy from Ardmore, Lawton, OKC Metro, even Tulsa. I mean, it doesn't matter. And this is at 5 o'clock. There's just too much energy for these cells to really strive on and to get mature and to produce that big, huge hail, to produce those tornadoes. It's just a ever-ending source of energy. So these are not going to weaken at all. Don't even pray that they weaken, because it's not going to happen. I hate to burst your bubble. I'm not that kind of guy. But with all this energy in the air, what is that? 3,000 joules a Cape, 2,700, 2,500, 2,200. I mean, even back over here near Wichita Falls, Kansas, 3,800 joules a Cape. These cells are just going to be so strong because there's so much energy, and there's so much energy because there is a ton of, as soon as it pops up, moisture. Yes, moisture. It is humid out there. You're outside right now in Tulsa going, damn, it's freaking, it's pretty humid. I bet it is. I don't even live there and I know how humid it is. But, because I can see how much moisture is in the air. That is what, the more moisture you have, that's going to make big, giant baseball, if not bigger size hail, that's going to fall through the area. So, sorry, like I said, I hate being the bearer of bad news, but these cells are not going to weaken at all. So don't even say, hey, at least we have a chance of these cells weakening before they hit. Not going to happen. I'm sorry. Look at all these look at all the humidness here. Especially for where the storms are going to develop near Elk City. Look at the dry line. See the dry line? Then humidness everywhere else. Even in Missouri, even in Arkansas. Look at all this moisture coming out of the Gulf of Mexico. Look at how humid it is here in central Texas, near 70 degrees. 70-degree dew points. That is sticky, muggy yuckiness in central Texas. But all that is flowing straight up off the Gulf of Mexico into Oklahoma. And that low is going to be right in here. So all that's going to flow right in, interact with that moisture, have that nice 90-knot mid-level steering winds. That's what's going to help push all this. I mean, look at this moisture. So this is at 5 o'clock. This is 5 o'clock. Watch the moisture. Keeps going. There's 7. Now you can really start watching that moisture move out of the area. That's 11 o'clock. That is 12. Come on. That's 1. You can see everything getting pushed out of the way. Well, once that moisture is out of the way, that's at 2 a.m. That's 2 a.m. You're still seeing a little bit of moisture, but look at all the dryness behind it. That's going to kill your severe weather threat. So, what is it going to do in Kentucky? Tomorrow, it's going to be bad in Kentucky. Your severe weather threat, let's pull out of this. Let's go to day 2. And let's look at, so tonight, early morning, early morning, 2, 3, 4 in the morning, 5 in the morning, early, depending on where you are in Kentucky. These cells are going to move in from Arkansas and Missouri. They're going to come right in through Kentucky and even in through Tennessee as well. So, Murray, Paducah, even Mayfield in that slight risk of severe weather. Bowling Green, Elizabethtown, Louisville, Lexington, Somerset under that enhanced risk of severe weather for tomorrow. So Kentucky's going to get hit. I mean, either which way, you're going to see strong storms tonight through the overnight hours, coming up on first thing in the morning through most of the day, just depending on where you are in Kentucky. So, but yeah, it does not look good for Kentucky at all. Especially if I pull that out, let's go to the model, let's go 48-hour forecast. Maybe. Oh, reflectivity. So this is, so once we look at, let's bring, why is my map crappy? Come on. Always waiting on the computer. There we go. So this is about 11 o'clock tonight. You can start seeing the storms come through right around Paducah at about 3 a.m. Let me go like this. We'll zoom in on Kentucky. So this is at 3 a.m. Come on. There's 4, 5. There's about 6 a.m. So depending on where you are, like I said, and then this line should get stronger throughout the day as well. That now you're seeing storms near Elizabeth near lunchtime, and they kind of roll through the day. So, but that's kind of what you're looking at for Kentucky, is just based on where you are. If it's going to be in the morning as these cells roll through, if it's going to be a little bit later in the afternoon. But that should answer that. And let's go, let's kill that forecast and let's go and see what's going on right now. Seeing some cells trying to develop here near Woodward and Elk City, and it is just now 12:30 in Oklahoma. So already trying to see some of these lines start to develop. Nothing on the severe side, but as I said, as time progresses, we're really going to start seeing those storms blow up right around 2 o'clock. Depending on where you are in Oklahoma, could see those thunderstorms really start popping. It is humid out there. It is sticky. 75 degrees, 75, 72. So the area definitely has some warm weather that is only going to fuel the storms. You're really going to feel them. It's just going to be so muggy outside. I'm sure you're already feeling it. Go out, check your mail. It's like, kind of muggy out here. Yeah, that's all that humidity that's in the air that's going to make these thunderstorms just go crazy. So, any other questions, feel free. If not, I'm going to take a short break. And I'll be back when the severe weather starts cranking off with some tornado watches. Should be in the next 2 hours. I expect I'll be fully live by 2 hours for the whole day. So just kind of watching the temps, watching where all these storms are. The main part is still over mainly over New Mexico, coming in through the Panhandle. So as we start seeing the bulk of that cold front that was over California yesterday, we'll start seeing all that move into the area and making that severe weather risk go up. Again, if you want to support National Storm Center watching on Facebook, please send those stars. That is how I make all this happen, off of you guys. So if you're watching on YouTube, you can send a super chat. I appreciate it. Like I said, I appreciate all your guys' support. But send those stars and send those super chats if you can. If you can afford it, please do it. If not, don't worry about it. But like I said, that is how I fund all of this. The green screen, the software, the cameras, everything. Thanks, Tammy, for liking the stream. Appreciate the support. So that's how all this happens, is from viewers like you. So without you guys, there's no me. So no other questions coming in. So I'll give it just a few more minutes. We're coming up on that hour and 10-minute mark. Like I said, I'll take a short break. Newest Doppler update still showing those thunderstorms trying to develop near Leedy. But they might issue that tornado watch early. Who knows? But once they do issue it, I will be live, ready to go all throughout the night with you guys to keep you guys safe. So make sure you like and follow National Storm Center so you get that alert to know that I'm live. So, because like I said, today's just going to be a busy day across the plains and through, looks like we're already seeing some strong thunderstorms forming here near the Iowa and Missouri border. Looks like some strong thunderstorms here with a special weather statement that's just been issued. But maybe some thunderstorms forming near Effingham, Illinois, but not severe. I will definitely see you guys in just a little bit, and stay safe. I'll see you guys in just a little bit with the severe weather.